I think I have a voice here. Ah, look at that. I joined my own vertical live. BMV. Oh my gosh. There you are from the live stream that I was just talking in. Is Risha the other girl in the other lady in the... Ah, there you are, Tita Warai. Wadai Wadai. I've got to plug in this controller. I'm going to lose the power on that. What can I use? What can I use? Let me think here. Let me think. Hold on. Wait. I got too many things dying. My phone is low. My gimbal is low bat, and my Xbox is low bat. What am I gonna do? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, let me see if I can. Duke, what's up, Mr. Duke? Am I gonna be able to do this? I don't know. I don't know if I can fit all this stuff. Nope, that's not gonna work. Let's see. Nope, not enough room. Help. No. Darn it. For some reason, I don't have enough room on all of this, on this plug, to plug everything in. Ooh, that might work. Maybe. Risha TB, BVM. So you're giving me a hard time that I'm not speaking English. I mean, Tagalog. Well, girl, let's see. Girl in the mirror. Earlier today? Oh, Duke, you were live. Yeah, girl in the mirror. She's Bisaya from Dumaguete. I need a plug strip. Oh well. That will have to work for now. I don't think this is working. Well, we'll find out. I need to be closer, right? So what's up, BVM or BMV? What does BMV stand for? Big Mama Visaya? BMV. Crystal, where are you? Are you in your van or at your daughter's house? Dave, are you there? Whoop, looks like this got unplugged. Risha, you're in your van in your daughter's driveway. What's that? Crystal, I keep losing Wi-Fi. And Dave, you're there. Now, how come your post, Crystal? Oh, there it is. Never mind. Never mind. Are you using your daughter's Wi-Fi? Is that why you are losing your signal? You're out in the driveway, so it's probably not very strong. If I go outside in my driveway, I'll lose my Wi-Fi inside the house or a certain distance away from my house. My home is my home, and I feel so comfortable in it no matter where I have parked. Oh, you know what? I need to like. Okay, now my sound's back. I know why. It's because I dropped my other identifier. This guy down below. That's my headphone and my microphone. So if I remove him, oh, but I can still remove him. But be solo. You can still hear me? Yes? Yeah, I just changed the layout so I'm solo. But he's still connected, the other dock. Yeah, I need a better setup here. You know, Crystal, many people say the same thing about my microphone and my headset. They say I sound like a radio announcer or, some whatever. You know, Crystal, back when um, chat rooms were first becoming a thing online back in 96, 97. It was probably before that, but I discovered it in 1996, 97. Um, yes, you're not the first to say that also. um, and on that note is where I'm going with that story or my story is the big thing then was, if you remember, web TV. Do you remember web TV? It was like still during the DVD, the um, 8-track tape era. Was it 8-track? Yeah. and this wireless keyboard was available that you could connect. Yeah. You could sit here on the couch, with your keyboard in your lap, and it would connect wirelessly to your DVD player, and that in turn connected to the web, which you could view on your TV, like I'm doing right now. So it was in its infancy, but it was the big thing. You could chat wirelessly on your keyboard on your television, hence web TV. So I purchased it on some infomercial late one night, and the rest is history. But I started, um, I found chat rooms, and that was my demise back in 96, 97. And the crew, the group, like I'm talking to you, um, was, we were chatting to each other. And if you wanted to talk with each other, you had to exchange phone numbers and then call them. And so I won't go into detail about that, but you can read between the lines. And when they heard me, when they heard my voice, and we didn't have webcams. It was just chat and exchange pictures. And so when we were able to talk to each other, the the few that I talked to would come back, or actually they would tell me on the phone, "Oh my gosh, your voice." And I go, "What? What about my voice?" And we used to play around, and they would say, "Oh, you should get your own 1-900 number." And so, yeah, that your comment has been around since 96, 97. And I tell people my voice really isn't the same in person than it might sound through this microphone. I think I have a higher register. Risha, TB, are you still there? And BMV, hello, hello, are you there? I was just scrolling through the vertical chats, and I came across two Filipinas talking away. So I tried to impress them with my Tagalog and or Bisaya, and come to find out that they speak Ilonggo, and some of them speak Waray. And so I said I would go on live, and so I did this. And then they popped in my room. That's who the BMV name, and Tita Waray. Oh, she told me she doesn't have a jacket. Okay, let me see if I can. Hold on a second. One moment lang. See if I can still go to my channel without losing um, my microphone. Here we go. Risha doesn't have one. Let me give her a moderator. Oh, and I just decrease the screen. You know what? This sucks. I can't seem to touch the moderator, add moderator without hitting my home button. Yep, it keeps decreasing the, there we go. And Risha, let's see, BMV. I'm trying, but it's not letting me. Every time I touch add moderator, it just decreases um, the screen. It minimizes it. All right, you know what? Instead of doing it on that, I'm going to go to the, I'll try to go to my live on the TV. How about that? So if you lose me, no, you shouldn't lose me because I'm on the phone. So stand by. Maybe I'll turn this mic on. Yeah. I'm actually not muted, but thank you. I was on the wrong microphone trying to give a hug down. I mean, give a jacket to some people. Give me 1 second. I can hear an echo. Can you hear me okay? It's not the same microphone, but it's a microphone nonetheless. Okay. I can't do anything if this doesn't populate. My live is not populating. The chat is not populating on the TV. So I can't do anything. Okay, here we go. Oh, Tito69 already has a jacket. And Risha, sorry, dear. I'll give you, nope, you got a jacket already. And who else did I miss? Risha, you got one already. BMV. There we go. Let's see if I can, slowly but surely I'll catch up here. Thank you, Crystal. I know I got to get back to my microphone here in 1 moment. I'm checking the jackets, and I think Tita Wardai. Let me give her one. I think I'm done. Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back, Jack, to this microphone, to the ASMR microphone, right? Give me one moment. Okay, I'm coming back. Here we go. Now I'm back on this microphone. Sound good? With an echo. There we go. Okay. ¿Cómo está, Tito? Now, where are you, Tito? Are you the one in California? Possibly? No? 69. Is that your birth year, or are you using that number for other reasons? Oh, yeah, let me change to this. There we go. You can hear me on the microphone, Crystal? Oh, I'm sorry, Tito. You're reading a Mesopotamian book regarding some hidden Bible books? Very interesting. There's no hidden Bible books. They're all there. All the books that were intended to be in there, in the Bible, are there. There's no missing books. But I know what you're referring to, but that's not true, you know. There's no missing books. They were all the books that are there, the 66 books, those are the only books that were intended to be there. It's complete with those 66 books. In the beginning to whatever the last verse is in Revelation, it's all complete. It is finished. There's nothing missing. It says, "Thou shalt not add nor take away from God's word." There's nothing missing. If you can still hear me, Tito. Oh, hold on a second. Let me see if I can get a book. It might mention something about that. See if I can see if it says anything. Oh, no. You know the website, Crystal, that I turned you on to and you bought the subscription from? I use that website now as a resource for answering questions that I don't know. And for instance, this question, I'm going to go there, go to creation.com and type in that very question I just asked myself, or that Tito69 referenced. Are there any missing books in the Bible? And wait a minute, what the heck? Why does it say not secure? Oh, I misspelled creation, that's why. And sometimes it has an answer, sometimes it doesn't. But I go here and I use this as a resource. And so here it is. I'm in creation.com and I hit the search icon and I'll just type in that. Are there, I already know the answer, but I'm going to see what they say about it. Are there any missing It may not. It may, because it's not related to creation. Maybe. We'll see. Are there any missing books in the Bible? Too slow using this Xbox controller. Sola Scriptura. Lost. Let's see. Sola Scriptura. That might be something you're referring to. Yeah, is the Bible our sole final authority? Let me read this. This is archived back in 2010. For some time, I've been using various internet message boards and contacting, oh, this is somebody that wrote in, contacting various ministries trying to get a better understanding of the doctrine of sola scriptura. So far, I've got nothing but confusion accompanied by large amounts of hostility. Without any effort to explain or defend it. I would appreciate any input, somebody writes. And he gives three different reasons why or he asks, how can the Bible be someone's final or sole authority in all matters when, number one, the Bible does not tell us what books it is supposed to have and what books it is supposed to leave out, including the Gospel of Matthew, and exclude the Gospel of Judas. The Bible does, number two, the Bible does not tell us what manuscripts we should use to prepare a translation and what manuscripts we are supposed to reject. For instance, using the Textus Receptus, but not using the Codex Sinaiticus. I've actually got a good book on that subject, those subjects. And number three, the Bible does not expressly tell us who is right when two people have different and often mutually exclusive ideas about what the Bible means. And he goes on to say, by the way, I've got a bachelor's degree in biology, but I'm not a creationist. I place no importance on the age of the earth as a matter of doctrine or as a matter of science. Science cannot tell us how old the earth is, but science has documented that the earth's 24-hour solar day is not constant. Anyway, he goes on and basically saying he doesn't believe in creation. And then their response. I certainly believe that it's important to be able to explain and defend the doctrines which we hold to strongly. I recommend that you read the Chicago Statement on Inerrancy and the Chicago Statement on Biblical Hermeneutics for a good overview of what mainstream evangelicals believe. Also, our Bible question and answer page has some articles which treat your question more in depth. I don't know if I want to read all of this, but let me see if they have a conclusion here. No, they don't. It's just one answer, one page. Number one, the Bible does not itself have a list of books which are said to be part of Scripture, but I would argue that this isn't necessary. The books of Scripture have always been recognized by Christians and by Jews for the books which are part of the Protestant canon of the Old Testament to have special binding authority over matters of faith and practice. Protestant Christians accept the same Old Testament writings which make up the Jewish Bible. That's the Old Testament. Of course, there are some differences of order, the books ordering, in which they're ordered, but that hardly matters. For the New Testament, there are a few qualifications for a document to be considered part of the canon. First, it had to be written by a first or second generation Christian. That is someone who directly knew Christ, like John or Peter. Paul counts too because of his Damascus Road experience, or by someone who was directly taught by someone who knew Christ, like Mark, who wrote Peter's account of Jesus' ministry, or Luke, who used first generation Christians as his sources. Second, it has to be used as scripture by the whole church, something that was only used in Alexandria but not Antioch or Rome, for instance, wouldn't qualify. This may seem circular. For something to be declared scripture for the whole church, it has to be used that way by the whole church. But it's really not. It's more of a formalization of what the church had already recognized long before the concept of a formal canon was thought of. Third, any candidate for the canon cannot contradict any part of previously accepted scripture. For instance, a document which claimed that there was another way to salvation besides through Christ, Jesus' atoning death and resurrection, would not be considered for the canon. Okay, Crystal, no problem. I'm going to continue reading this, not only for anybody that's listening, but for myself. Um, if you read the apocryphal New Testament, you will notice substantial differences in their teaching and writing quality. Some are obviously Gnostic in character, Gnostic, and the apocryphal acts of various apostles and biblical characters frequently cast the starring apostle in a role as a sort of Christ figure. Most of the apocryphal books were never even meant to be considered for the canon. They were more like romance or adventure novels, cheap entertainment like today's Christian novels. Finally, no book which is currently part of Scripture was ever rejected by the church at any point in history, and no document which is excluded has ever included by the majority of the church. There are very early documents, like the Moratorian canon, which confirms this. It says by a Greek scholar, Bruce Metzger, 1914 to 2007. He pointed out, you have to understand that the canon was not the result of a series of contests involving church politics. You see, the canon is a list of authoritative books more than it is an authoritative list of books. These documents didn't derive their authority from being selected. Each one was authoritative before anyone gathered them together. Ooh, that's a nice way of putting it. Um, the New Testament books did not become authoritative for the church because they were formally included in a canonical list. On the contrary, the church included them in her canon because she already regarded them as divinely inspired, recognizing their innate worth and general apostolic authority, direct or indirect. Anyways, it goes on and describes, oh, it's almost finished. Third, the Bible was written to be plain in its contemporary readers. This is called the doctrine of perspicuity. So at the time of writing, there was no need for a commentary on what the Bible meant on a certain point. The need for explanation comes when the cultural information assumed by the text is lost. So it would be anachronistic, for example, for Paul to write that when he says baptize, he means to immerse believers in a body of water. to reflect one view of the practice, because the meaning of baptize would be known to his audience. As for the age of the earth, even I accept for the sake of argument that the length of days and years was not always constant. It stretches credulity to allow that the difference could stretch the biblical age of the earth around 6,000 years to billions. There you go. Yeah, they're referring to juggling the 6 days of creation as being anything other than a 24-hour day, which has been shown through definition, or I should say, through what's the word I'm looking for? Translation, that the word day means just that, a 24-hour day. So he says, yes, he agrees that the length of days was not always constant, but to say that because of that, the earth is billions of years old just is wrong. In my view, the archaeological evidence is more likely to show that earlier civilizations had less precise calendars than we do today, rather than the length of days and years actually changed. As you say, no living thing died before the fall. This is enough to rule out millions of years. There you go. And because any scheme that adds vast eons to Earth, history places most of the fossil record before man. And this is a record of death. So if you say, if you interpret the 6 days as meaning other than 6 24-hour days, i.e. billions of years, then that puts death and dying and suffering before Adam was created. And that contradicts that the wages of sin is death. That is what Adam got, his wage, what he got paid for sinning was death. So death happened after sin. So to say that billions of years, that means death and dying and suffering happened billions of years before Adam was created. And that would negate the whole Bible. You know? All I know is the earth is cracked, as in like everything on it is broken. There you go. I would agree with that, George. That's exactly what the fall of man is referring to. We're fallen. We're cracked. We're broken. I say that all the time, George, if that's what you mean. We're all broken and we need fixed. We're all cracked, and that crack needs to be mended. And there's only one way to mend it, and that's through Jesus Christ. He claims he is the way to fix that crack. He is the truth behind that crack. He is the life. Yeah, it's exactly what I tell people. And on that note, George, oh, it's Gigi. Oh, Gigi. I'm sorry. I'm looking from a distance. I do have my contacts in, by the way. But yeah, from this distance, I see G, and I see it now, EEGEE, but it looked like George. So, but anyways, yeah, I lost my train of thought. But there's there's only one way to. Oh, what was I gonna say? I was on a roll there, Gigi, till I read your statement. No, that's okay. Oh, I was gonna say thank you. Um, Along that line of being cracked, um, there was a 20, I don't know, she was 20 something years old, young 20-year-old girl who got involved in lesbianism. And she had a partner, and that was the life that she was living for a number of years. And then through sequence of events, she was introduced to the way, the truth, and the life, and started getting involved and studying it herself. And she realized, first time I've heard somebody put it this way, and it happened to be from a young 20-year-old girl. And I use this to this day, what she said. It was on a YouTube video, actually. She explained her whole testimony behind how she was brought up and why she chose to, pick a female partner and live that way for a number of years. And then her discovering Christianity and Jesus Christ, and eventually getting away from that relationship and finding a man and getting married and now being a mom of two children or something to that effect. And she tells her story, and her conclusion was, and like I said, I still use her explanation to this day, and that is, what what do you expect, or what would you expect from somebody that is broken, that is cracked, that is a sinner? What behavior do you expect from somebody that is broken? And the answer is lesbianism, homosexuality, sin, death, dying, disease, you name it. I mean, does it surprise you? If you understand, our brokenness. And I just went, whoa, that's that's so clear. That's like the absolute truth. And it gave me a mindset of not acceptance, but understanding behind why people choose to behave and do the things they do. Why? Because they're broken. And instead of having, a separation, or what's the word I'm looking for? Animosity, or disagreement with, something that I know, a disagreement behind the behavior somebody's exhibiting, and separating themselves, or stereotyping them, and giving them, you're being a biased, view about. I realized, I always say in my head, what do you expect? You know, does it surprise you? That a gay person is choosing to a male is choosing to be with another male? Does it surprise you? That a person chooses to, uh, everything, all of the above, all inclusive. You know, does it surprise you that somebody has suicidal tendencies and ideations? What what else would a broken person exhibit? What other behavior would a broken person exhibit? Fill in the blank, and you'd be right. It's it makes sense. That's what I guess I was trying to say. And I think I lost my microphone.
And
And I'm
I've been
speaking
speaking
mute
mute
the
the whole
whole time,
time.
haven't I? No, maybe I haven't. But anyways, so yeah, like I said, I still don't agree with, you know, for instance, a somebody that chooses to exhibit a behavior that isn't acceptable, in the eyes of, thank you, Gigi, in the eyes of, Christ. But I understand now. It makes sense. It's like, yep, imagine that. What other behavior can mankind come up with? And so the bottom line is they need fixed. And the only way you're going to be able to, you're the only, the only way you're going to be able to cure yourself is to be able to do two supernatural things that nobody is able to do. And that is be able to forgive somebody's sins as if they never happened, forgiven and forgotten, uh, to be able to, maybe three things, to be able to to suffer for everybody, take upon the pain and suffering that everybody, past, present, and future, is going to go through, to be able to experience that type of suffering upon yourself. And number three, to be able to defeat the inevitable, that everyone's going to experience one day, and that is death. I can't overcome death. I can't resurrect from my grave, but it sure does sound like something somebody did, approximately 2,000 years ago, and was witnessed by 500 plus people to walk alive after, they were buried. And so that person did what I can't do. And he said, believe in me now. And if you choose to believe in me, I'll give you a chance to defeat death once you take your last breath on this earth. And you'll be able to live again in a new heaven and on a new earth one day, but this time forever. Yeah, that's it. All of that is in the Bible. Yeah, you don't want to hear me. You don't want to hear what I have to say. Yeah, I'm just paraphrasing or quoting, what I know to be true. And it all comes from the truth. The Bible, I'm pointing over at my Bible. It's down there on the ground. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, it's right here on the table. You know, it is beautiful, Gigi. I, man, if I could think and talk and walk that way, every day, I'd be on such a high. I'd never need to take anything or do anything, to satisfy my needs, my wants. I say that all the time. I've had other people say the same. If I could only dwell in that mindset, like 24/7, and realize how good, how beautiful it really is. Man, I could preach every day. And I'm not a pastor, I'm not a preacher, but you don't have to be. You if what I know, what I've been taught, what I've learned over the last 17 years is just mind-blowing. It rocks my world when I talk about it. When I can talk about something that I know to be true. That's the difference. Somebody said, my ex-father-in-law told me something when he was helping me. I was actually a paramedic, and I was giving advanced cardiac life support classes, and I was preparing for a class, and he happened to be in my presence, my ex-father-in-law, and he said, Gary, he was an instructor in the Air Force. He was an officer, and he said, the best lecturer is one that knows his subject. He says, if I could give you any advice, is that know your subject inside and out. Be able to answer any and all questions that people have, and or refer them, to a source that can answer it. But then he also said, and visual aids help, and good visual aids, and so on and so forth. But he said, number one, he said, know your subject. So that kind of goes along the line of being able to talk about, the Word of God. If I know it, I'll be more than happy to share what I know. And you can tell, it comes out. I'm not trying to insert or take away anything that the word, is meant to say. And God forbid I put my foot in my mouth every now and then. And I've been corrected before as well. And I feel like a booby, but at the same time, I'm glad that person corrected me because I don't want something coming out that isn't, you know, part of scripture. Now, Gigi, I don't know your name like off the top of my head. I don't know who you are. Are you are you somebody I know that you're using a um uh as they say a ninja to identify yourself as? Hold on a second. Um I'm going to lose my microphone. I may lose my microphone here for a second. Hold on. I'm going to give you a jacket. Hold on, hold on. And it isn't as quick as having a separate um, phone in my hand. I'm using an Xbox, and this takes forever to populate the chat room for some reason. So just bear with me here. Well, just in case, I'll use this microphone. But I'm sitting here looking at my YouTube channel, my live. Oh, there it is. And I'm going to add you as a moderator. There you go. There's your jacket there, Cheech. And let me come back to the StreamYard. Yep, it did drop on my microphone. So, well, I'm glad whoever you are that you found my live. I don't do this normally. It's just the last what 2 or 3 nights I decided to go live for whatever reason. I do put out, YouTube content um, every now and then. There we go. Okay, I'm back on this microphone. Well, this isn't the original. It isn't the original reason why I developed this channel was to come on and just talk randomly about stuff. Um, but lately, I've been able to share the word of God with people. Just and I don't even plan it. I'm just coming on, greeting people as they come in, and then somebody said something. Oh, it was Tito 69, which I don't think he's still with us. But he said, I just found it. I'll post it, see if you can read it up there at the top. It says, I just read a Mesopotamian book regarding some hidden Bible books. Very interesting. And I was saying, after reading it, I realized, oh, well, that's an easy one. There are no missing books in the Bible. People claim there are books that were written that should have been but were never put in the Bible. Well, and then that prompted me to talk about it, and I looked it up on a website that I use for reference, and then that led to another subject, and then I saw you, and I called you George. Yeah. Well, on that note, George, no, I'm kidding. Um, I have a story about George. Here's a and probably why I was reading your name as George because of this story I'm going to tell you. And that is when I was younger, when we were kids, 6, 7, actually, let's see, I was in San Diego, California. So I was turning 8, 1970, 1970. Yeah, I was 8 in August. And so during those years, if I don't know how old you are, Gigi, um, and I take it you're a girl, or anyways, um, don't know if you remember, before cell phones and long distance. Hi, Lynn. Long distance phone calls were expensive, and mom used to, every time she talked on the phone, she would say, hurry up, these calls are expensive, and she'd be talking long distance to my grandpa or my grandmother. Oh, you're 71. Well, you're 10 years older than I am. I'm 61, Gigi. Um, so you remember well. And mom would line us 4 kids all up and take turns talking to grandma or grandpa in Missouri or wherever we were talking to, Illinois. And so we would literally line up, and my mom would be there on the phone, and she'd say, "Okay, here's Jody," and that's my sister. And so she'd hand the phone to Jody. Well, my older brother is Lanny, for Lanny first, he's the oldest, and then Jody, and then me, Gary, and then my youngest sister, Sherry. And so we'd all, well, yeah, whether my younger sister was old enough to then, but anyway, so we would all talk to Grandpa. In this case, it was Grandpa, and that was my last name. Um, it's a different spelling than what I'm using online, but it's the same name, Mackay or McKay. And but this was Grandpa McKay, my dad's dad. And then it would be my turn, and my mom would say, "Come on, Gary, hurry up." So she'd hand the phone to me, and I already knew what was coming, but I had to say hello, of course. And I'd say, "Hi, Grandpa McKay," and he'd say, "Is this George?" And I'd say, "No, it's Gary. My name's Gary." And he'd say, "Oh, okay. I thought this was George." And I'd say, "No, it's Gary." And he'd insist, and he'd do it just to razzle me. And so I was known as George every time I talked to Grandpa McKay. So that was the hi, Belinda. Welcome back. So when I saw your name, that's the first thing that came out of my mouth was George. George Jardine. Do you know there's who's the famous Ray Jardine? Oh, he was a magician. Yeah, I used to do magic. Speaking of, before I knew any better, I was a prestidigitator in junior high school. And Jardine, Ray Jardine is his name. He's famous close-up magic magician. No way. And your dog is George, affectionate butterfly. Yeah, you'll have to Google him. I believe his name's Ray Jardine. Whether he did stage magic, I'm sure he did, but if I'm not mistaken, I knew him as, I believe, a close-up magician, and I used to read his material and practice, I think, his card tricks and things like that. Do you call your dog George or Jorge? Because you're spelling it like Jorge, the Spanish equivalent of George. And where are you located, Gigi? Are you in the U.S. or otherwise? A lot of the of the people in my room are in the Philippines or from the Philippines, and they're now wait, that doesn't clarify anything. Are you pronouncing it like George? George? Say yes. Or number one is George, or number two is Jorge. Which one? Number one or number two? George or Jorge? I can't hear you, affectionate butterfly, so I still don't know which one it is. Now you're saying yup. Butterfly, I can't spell. I'm supposed to be asleep. Gotta go to the dentist. Now, how did you, what, you were still awake? You can't go to sleep, so you happened to go online and find me? Are you in America, Gigi, or another country? Belinda, how are you? How's the weather in Kenya? Ah, North Carolina. Well, I just drove through or by you the last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm in New Jersey, above you. I drove from New Jersey down to Florida to see my daughter and my grandkids. And so I drove through, New Jersey, Delaware, Virginia, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. Matter of fact, um, I think I did some fishing in North Carolina. Where did I fish? Was that North Carolina or South Carolina? I'd have to look at my Google Maps and see what my history, where I stopped. But yeah, I was pulling a trailer with a tandem sit on top kayak, and I made it a vacation slash fishing trip. And so on the way home, to help break up the drive, I looked in Google and looked for bodies of water near Interstate 95, so I didn't have to deviate too far off the beaten path to go fishing. And I think I stopped in North Carolina at maybe a reservoir. It was either a lake or a reservoir. Yeah, I think I stopped in Georgia, North Carolina, and then finally I came back. I stopped in Florida on the way home. I actually picked uh, the Kissimmee River in Florida on my way. I was supposed to be driving home, but I got this bug to um, go south further than where my daughter is and go down towards Lake Okeechobee. And that was too far. That was 3 hours. So I found a river that connected to Lake Okeechobee, and it's the Kissimmee River. So I deviated there. And then I left at dark and started my trip home. And then I found a hotel in Georgia, I think, and then the rest is history. 2 days later, I got back to New Jersey. Belinda, how's the weather in Kenya? And it's morning in Kenya, right? What time is it? 8 o'clock? 9 o'clock in the morning? So you're supposed to be asleep, Gigi? You have a dentist appointment in the morning? Matter of fact, I just missed mine. Well, I didn't really miss it. I didn't have the money, so I forgot to call and cancel it. But yeah, just FYI, GG, I'm a San Diego boy, relocated to the East Coast. Don't ask. What in the world is a San Diego boy doing in South Jersey? But it is a very pretty time of the year right now. The weather isn't too hot. Still got a cool breeze. It's raining every now and then, but it's it actually got up into the 80s today, which is a little bit too hot for uh, that nice, cool spring, pre-spring weather. Yeah, you won't ask. Life events. Um, Actually, my wife, her family is back here, and the squeaky wheel got the grease eventually. We were living in San Diego, back in San Diego. That was my attempt to sell San Diego to my wife. I thought that was an easy sell, right? You would think, but it lasted actually 2 years before the squeaky wheel before the wheel started squeaking, and then 2 more years to finally quiet the squeaky wheel and move back to New Jersey, where her family is. And so, yeah, we've been here since, actually in this house since 2014, but we got back here in New Jersey in 2012. So, gosh, it's been 12 years. Holy moly. Actually, more than that. Well, no, we arrived 2012. So, yeah, it's been 12 years since we got back. Amazing. And as a matter of fact, I was trying to, I've been actually meaning to get back into a training program and get myself back in shape like I was before I left San Diego, and then take a trip back to San Diego. And if I'm back there, I want to do some rock climbing, which is uh, my addiction for over 30 years. Before I moved back to New Jersey, where it suddenly just came to a halt when I was 52, 53 years old. I was in the best shape of my life. Yeah, time does fly. The best shape of my life at 50, from 50 to 53. And then I just became a couch potato, and the rest is history. Um, just got, just lost everything that I was for 30 plus years. Um, so if I go back home to San Diego, it's like a natural a draw to go visit my old stomping grounds in the rock climbing circles, the rock climbing community, and I'd like to go kick my way up this mountain in San Diego County and just go revisit my old stomping grounds. And if I do that, I want to be able to at least do something. And in the shape I'm in right now, not there yet. So even though I'm, relatively thin, my whole foundation is lost. But I've been working on it for the last about month and a half, and things are coming down. So yeah, and it's the older you get, the harder it gets. And I'm finding out now the hard way that what I lost was pretty considerable. And so I really can't expect myself to be in that shape anytime soon. So I went on a program. I actually hired a nutritionist and got a menu actually right here on my table that I've been following. And it's no diet per se as people associate the word diet with, but a diet is what you eat, period. You know, so you could ask, what diet are you on? Well, hopefully a healthy one. Well, this is a diet basically of what I already know. When I was in shape, I was eating like what I'm following now, and with a incredible physical fitness regimen, that was just natural because that's what I did. That was my gymnasium. I didn't go to the gym. I went out on the rocks, or to climbing areas all through California, Southern California, and and other places. And so I know what it takes. I know why I was in shape, and what it takes to get there. And now I'm decided to. I actually got sold by an infomercial. Somebody that I knew. Matter of speaking of San Diego, it was a radio talk show um, host back in Southern California that I just happened to see on a commercial that was promoting this plan, and I thought, wait a minute, I used to listen to him on radio. He was actually a duo with another guy. I forget his name, but it's Dr. Drew. You may have heard of Dr. Drew, but Dr. Drew made his debut, at least for my ears, back in San Diego. It was Drew and something and Drew, or Drew and something. They did a early morning radio talk show, I believe. Anyway, so I went ahead and listened to this commercial and realized, well, let me let me sit down for a couple of minutes and listen to his selling point. And being a doc, he's an actual doc, a physician. I was all ears. I was in the medical field. My wife's in the medical field, so I was like, and I followed actually a cardiologist. I bought a book from a cardiologist back in 2002 ish when I got married, and my wife and I and my son, my eldest son at the time, were all filling our cupboards with this program. It was the South Beach diet, as a matter of fact. It was the name of the book, the South Beach diet. And it's written by a cardiologist. So I was like all ears, like, what's this? What's the heart doc got to say? And basically it's what I'm doing right now. So I just kind of bought the more updated version, 22 years later. And so now I've been filling my cupboards with, um, this way of staying healthy. And I'm dropped 9 pounds since I started it about a month and a half ago. And my goal is to drop 15 in 3 months was my goal. 15 in 3 months. And I'm down 9 or thereabouts, 8+ pounds. Now I got to get my strength back. And that's I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand. You get healthier, you get older, you lose your muscle mass. Yeah. And everything starts to atrophy. In other words, it grows smaller without tone. Atrophy. And so I figured, well, number one, I'm near 20 pounds more than I was. And so no wonder I can't do a pull up anymore, And on top of that, I'm sure I know, your muscle mass is just shrinks back down to normal and then some. And so, I'm not even close to what I was able to do. Matter of fact, now on that note, amazing how one subject bounces from one subject to another. But let me see if I can. Again, I'm gonna probably lose this microphone, but I'm going to try to share a video. See if I can do this. Hold on. Now I'm on this microphone, and I've got an echo. Hold on a second. Just test. Yep, I still got an echo. But let me do it this way. Let's see. Do I have an echo still? Yeah, I do. Anyways, I'm going to go here, and I'll probably lose the echo here shortly. See if yeah, I've still got a few videos. Hold on. Test. And how about now? Can you hear me? Give me 1 sec. I mute. Okay. Just bear with me here. I'm okay now. Okay. Yeah, here's a short clip. It's kind of a collage of a couple of videos or clips put together of me climbing. Let me see if I can come back now. I'm bringing my headset back here in a second. Okay, I'm back. Now, I just had to learn myself, Gigi, about how to get tech savvy with all this. There's a lot of frustration and patience. Let's see if I can. Now, this sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't. So if it doesn't, oh well. But here we go. Let's see if I can do this. Ah, there we go. I wonder if it'll work on. Yeah, actually, it's not a big picture, but I've never done this before. On working. Oh.
Careful.
I thought I lost it. It was still there.
It's actually an easy move. It really is.
You'll see my 18-year-old son walk by in the background. Watch. He's just a little boy. Watch. There he is.
Go get it. Come on. Press it. Strong. Come on.
pardon the wind in the video.
Come on. Yes! Fucking yeah, dude! There you go.
Oh my god!
Yeah!
All right.
Yeah!
Oh my god, it's a
What else do I got here?
Good job. You made it look easy.
Careful.
Oh, you already saw this one. This is a short. Let's see. Anyways, that was an example of what I used to be involved in for over 30 years. Yeah, till I was 53. I think I was like 50 years old or 49 in these videos, somewhere around there. Yep, yep. Crazy, huh? But yeah, so if I go back to San Diego, I'm going to revisit these places, and I'm like, well, I could be a commentator and just be a consultant if I run into any young guys, which I normally do anyways. I kind of end up being an official guide of an area because I'm the old guy out there, and the young kids are usually present, and so I end up connecting with a party, and then I'll give them a tour. As far as being scary, it can be. Of course, height is usually what is the deciding factor on that. But there's many ways of practicing safely, and today they didn't have them back in the day, but now they've got these crash pads, that are 4 inches thick, and everybody seems to have one except me. I never did buy one. They call them crash pads, and everybody's carrying one on their back out to the climbing area, and you put them down on the ground, and so you can fall and or plop yourself down onto the ground, and kind of be cushioned and bounce instead of hitting the hard compact dirt. And then some people even stack them on top of each other to give it even extra padding if the climb is starting to get like in the danger zone. They'll put multiple pads down on the ground, so at least you have something to land on if you fall off. But even then, injury is possible, dislocations and sprains and fractures and all that horrible stuff. So if you get to that point where you're not comfortable, no matter how many pads you have down on the ground, then you put a rope on the climb. And these boulders that I was on, I was no more than 10 feet off the ground that whole time that you saw me. Actually, there was one part in the video where I was actually 30 feet off the ground, which is the danger zone. But and I did not have a rope on me, and won't go into detail about that. I was only doing it because I was comfortable and I knew the climb that I was doing. And I had actually speaking of church, I had the pastor's son accompany me out there on that on that first video that you saw me, that I was wearing a green shirt. I had him go to the top of the boulder and attach himself to the rope and lower himself down with my video camera and film me as I was going up the side of this boulder to a 30-foot high boulder. And so anyways, what I was saying is, if it gets to the point where you're not comfortable and you're risking your own safety, then you can go to the back of the boulder or to the side of the boulder or some other way up the boulder and get on top and then put in anchors into the crack of the rock, for instance, and then attach the rope to that and then throw the rope off of the side that you want to practice. And we call that top roping because the rope is already on top of the boulder and it operates kind of like a pulley. So you can tie into one end and the other person holds onto the other end and he can protect you so that in the event you slip off or fall, he's taking up the slack as you're going higher. And all you do is you fall back on the rope and the stretch of the rope catches you and you don't hit the ground. And we call that top roping. So there's always some way you can keep yourself safe in climbing. But the height factor is always a fear factor. No matter if you're tied in or protected, though that height does have a tendency to limit, what you do and how you do it. So, affectionate butterfly saying she had an experience. Ooh, in a tree in Subic. Yeah, I had my own experience in a palm tree, but it wasn't me in the palm tree in the Philippines. It was watching a kid climb this palm tree, and he was doing it for me because I asked him if he could do it, and he's like, and he didn't speak very good English, but next thing you know, this 9-year-old is going up this palm tree, and I'm like, as a dad, I'm like, okay, that's enough. You can stop now. And he didn't, and he kept going. And I'm telling you, he must have climbed 100 feet of palm tree. It wasn't 100 feet off the ground because it kind of bent and swayed as it went up. But this kid was way beyond safety zone. He was 50 feet off the ground, if not more. And he's smiling and laughing and waving to me from the top of this palm tree. And I just thought, holy God, what is he doing? Yeah, that's something. So I'm kind of, welcome back, Duke. I kind of know what you're describing, affectionate. But yeah, when you get up, it's like easy to go up. Yeah, it's easy to go up, isn't it? It's easier to go up. But then once you get there, then you got to get down. And you're like, okay. That was easier said than done. But yeah, these boulders, like you saw me on that one boulder when I topped out, I think I said thank you very much to the lady that was videoing me. There's an easy climb off the back. As a matter of fact, the ground kind of butts right up against the back of the boulder, and you can literally walk off to the ground, and then it's downhill. It's downhill as you walk back around to the bottom of the boulder. So that's kind of how that works. People always ask, how do you get down? And a lot of the time they say, I walk. I walk off. And they don't understand. You mean you jump off the route you just went up? Like, no, no, no. The backside is many times a rock cliff or even a smaller rock boulder is embedded into the side of a cliff or in the side of the dirt. So the backside is just a trail that goes up to the top of the rock, but the rock face itself, is steeper than all heck. But if you go off to the sides, you can climb up a steep, usually trail that wanders its way up to the top of the rock. And that's what you saw in those videos. All those boulders that I made it to the top of, I just walked off the backside and back down the trail that goes to the bottom of the boulder. Or in the case that you're putting a rope on top of the boulder, well, I already described that's how you get to the top. You walk up the easy trail to get to the top of the rock, and then you put the rope, fasten the rope, into the rock, and then you throw the rope off the steep side that you're going to practice. And then once you get to the top of the boulder and you're done, you break everything down. You pull out everything out of the rock, you coil your rope up, you carry it over your shoulder, and you put it back in your backpack, and you go on to the next climb. And that's usually what a day of climbing kind of consists of, or a day of bouldering, as we called it. Is you're just going from boulder to boulder and practicing. And you bring a lunch or, some snacks and lots of water. And it's quite the cool gathering when you get a bunch of people together and you're all trying to accomplish the same thing, and you're all watching each other, how the other person does it. You're kind of taking mental notes on how that person did it. And then when it's your turn, you're trying to emulate what they did and see if that works for you. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And you kind of just take turns. It's like a friendly, um, your turn type gathering. Oh, does everybody have a Gigi? Did I give you a blue jacket? Are you familiar with what people are doing here as well as listening to the live stream? Um, Many people in here are trying to get subscribers for their, oh, you're familiar, okay, for their YouTube channel. And so they come in here to not only listen to me ramble, but to exchange YouTube addresses. And then they go to each other's channel and they hit subscribe and they hit the thumbs up, the like button, and they leave a comment, et cetera, et cetera. And your channel subscribers can grow exponentially by going into chat rooms. But in order to post if you don't already know, to post your link, your YouTube address, you need to have that blue moderator jacket in order to do that. So that's why they call it a jacket. So I'm sorry, do you have a jacket? I can't see off the top. I'm going to close my cam here for a second. And yeah, I can stay on this microphone and check the YouTube channel. Oh, you do have a jacket. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm bad memory. Is that what it is? Okay. I'm back. There we go. Well, Duke, are you back in? Yeah, you don't need a jacket. It's too hot here. Welcome to the Philippines. If you didn't know Gigi, Affectionate Beauty, she's in the northern province of the Philippines, near Manila, the capital. And Gigi's in North Carolina, and Duke is. Where are you now, Duke? Where are you driving? You live in New Mexico, is that right? Or Arizona? Wait, Duke, New Mexico. That's right. Duke is known as Albuquerque, correct? Duke City is known as, yeah, Albuquerque. Is that something to do with John Wayne, Duke City, or is it got another history? Yeah, where did that name Duke City come from? Speaking of, gosh, my butt's starting to get sore here. I got to let's see if I can take this with me and get something to drink. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go on this mic. Here, let me do this for a second. Hold on. Just so I can travel here. There we go. I put myself on the phone microphone so I can travel with it here. I'm going to make myself some coffee. Oh, look it. I'm still close that little window that was open. And put a few snacks in my mouth while I'm getting coffee. Now, what do you mean Albuquerque Dukes? What does that mean? Oh, it's a baseball team. I'm sorry, I just scrolled up. Albuquerque. Oh, I didn't know that was the name of their baseball team. Is that a minor league team or is an actual major league team? Pardon me for eating while I'm talking. Ah, minor league. Do they still have a baseball team or just high school, college? Oh, you did. So is that why you have a jacket, Gigi? Was back before? Or did I just give you one tonight? I don't remember giving you one tonight. Maybe I did. Oh, okay. Oh, I gave you one pretty quick. Is that what you said? Don't you love uh mis mistypes and autocorrect? I know. It drives me nuts. Especially, and I tried to correct it. I tried to take it away so it doesn't do that. But I haven't solved it yet. Especially, I know a little bit of just a little bit of some of the Filipino dialects. So I try to impress by using, and trying to speak with it, or I should say text with it. And I don't look at the autocorrect. I just look at what I'm typing, and what I'm typing is correct. But when I hit send, it autocorrects and puts up the English, uh, you know, not the English translation, just the word that the computer thinks I'm trying to type, and it comes out all wrong and mistyped. And
then the Filipino person that's reading it is like, what? What are you trying to say? What kind of word is that? And I look at what I type and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't type that. But the phone auto corrected it and gave it an English word of some sort. Oh, Albuquerque was actually named after a Spanish duke. The baseball story sounds better though. Did you just Google that? Oh, well, that sounds correct. It's like everything in the South is Spanish, including San Diego, Arizona, and New Mexico and Texas. Right? Were they all Mexican territory? And then we took it over eventually. And or Spain, I should say. I forgot the Spanish colonization, the Spanish um, um, landed there, the Armada, the Spanish Armada. So there was a baseball team named the Dukes, or did you just make that up? Minor league team from 1915 to 2000? Now, wait a minute. How could that be? You mean Santa Fe's probably maybe been around, but it hasn't been the capital the longest. Oh, so that is a true story about the Dukes. Okay. An actual baseball team. I was going to say that was quite a yarn that you just told. Pretty knowledgeable about a made up team. I was going to say, you think, wouldn't you say one of the first states in the United States would have the oldest capital because they're the first state? And it definitely wasn't New Mexico. It was back here on the East Coast. Okay, I got my coffee made. I got the sweetener. I'm going to put a little bit of honey in there. I know Affectionate Beauty likes honey in her coffee, if I remember correctly. Now, what a memory that is, huh? Compared to whether or not I gave you a jacket or not. I can remember somebody liking honey in their coffee, but not whether or not I gave them a jacket 15 minutes ago or less. Okay. All right, Gigi. Well, gosh, pleasure to see you back. Yeah, don't be afraid to pop in and we'll chat some more, hopefully about the truth, and I can elaborate a little more on some of my personal experiences or testimonies regarding what I've learned and what I know. Good stuff. Your brother gave you 6. Oh, did he make it? Oh my God. Well, I only have store-bought, so that's the best I can do. But actually, honey was part of one of the items on my recipe list, and I do honey and cottage cheese. OMG! I don't think I've ever had honey and cottage cheese, but I love cottage cheese, and to put honey on it, holy moly, that is really addicting. And there's another snack that's actually considered one of the snacks, something to snack on instead of, what I normally snack on. You get a half cup or whatever size portion of cottage cheese and drizzle honey all over it and eat that as a snack. Oh, to die for. And there's another one, believe it or not, ricotta cheese, cinnamon, Splenda, and I put honey and walnuts. Oh, I just had a portion tonight as a snack after dinner. Oh my Lord. Just, I could eat that all the time now. It's still considered a capital, huh? It became a state, despite it not becoming a state till 1912. Hmm. Oh, his friends give the honey to him. Oh, I don't know. Is it a joke, affectionate? Why do butterflies keep busy? Why do bees keep busy? Let me think. Because something about, because he wanted to have her honey. Oh my goodness. Because he wanted to have his honey or her honey? I'm trying to understand that from a funny point of view. So let's see here. I've got pretty much battery on my phone, so I'm going to stop charging. Yeah, I'll look it up, Duke. I'm going to stop charging my phone and use the charger for my gimbal here. I think that's going to be the next thing that's going to die is the gimbal. So I'm going to keep that alive and steal from Peter to pay Paul. Let's see.
Okay, now I'm back on the headset. Ah, okay. That's why he kept busy. He wanted to have his honey. Oh my gosh. Oh my gulai. Good English, by the way, affectionate. Either way works. He wanted to have her honey. He wanted to have his honey. Depends on how you look at it. Badoom. Psh. Okay. Got my coffee. Oh, and look, I can't even see myself. Go the wrong way. There we go. Okay. I'm not framed really properly. I need to have my head up there in the top third, right around there. How about that? There you go. Here, a little bit of a photography lesson here. Yeah, I know. We got it. Fixing it. Um, yeah, a little photography, and I'm not a pro photographer or anything, but I learned a little bit through. Actually, I used to delve into photography back in the day, and then YouTube videos kind of furthered. But the same thing applies, and that is when you're framing those that don't know, when you're framing yourself or anything, a subject, whether it's a person, an animal, a building, a landscape, you name it, you work, you divide your screen into thirds. So you draw a line right here. I got to get it parallel here. Draw a line, an imaginary line right there, right there. I'm not parallel here. There, there, and then the bottom. So your screen is divided into thirds: bottom third, middle third, and the top third. And the same goes with side to side. You go 1/3, 2/3, and then 3/3 all the way over. So you got all these squares going across your imaginary squares, and they do enable you to actually, on some cameras and phones, you can actually choose to have those thirds appear on your screen when you're shooting photography, stills, and or video. So your screen is divided into thirds. You'll see, your whole screen has got 9 squares on it. And you frame your for instance, my head should be somewhere in one of those thirds, either the top third, the middle third, or the right. I'll call this the right third, the middle third, and the left third, and then down here in the middle third, the right third in the middle, the right third in the right. Anyways, the right, the middle, or the left, and then all the way down here at the bottom. Right. So my face should be in one of those thirds. And in this instance, I've got my head in the top right third. You see? I've got it up there in the top right third. If I scoot over here to the middle, you notice that kind of doesn't look right because I'm not looking straight ahead. Now, if I'm looking straight ahead, then that's called a portrait, and you want your head now somewhere in one of those thirds. And in this instance, the middle third is the best. But when I'm looking over here to my right, I want my head like back here in that upper right third. See that? It wouldn't look right if I put my head down here in the bottom third over on that side in the middle or that side, right? Because the focus is on this up here, and you don't want to be looking at the room. You want to be looking at my face. So my face needs to come down somewhere in this top third, either the right third, middle third, or left third over there. And that doesn't look right if I put my face over here. So the best place for it is in the top right third, right? Oops, come back, right around there. Top right third. Oh, I'm reading your comment. Santa Fe, because it had human settlement as of 1610, the capital was established. Wait, are you reading this off Wikipedia? I thought you said the capital was established in 19. Oh, that's when it became a state. Nuevo, New Mexico was called back in 1610. But it wasn't. But it wasn't a capital then, because it wasn't even a state. You sure? Back in 1610, it wasn't even called New Mexico, was it? I understand though. As far as the name, I guess you could say the name has been around since 1610. Or, anyways, I'd have to read about it to get it. But to have it be an actual United States capital, I don't see how it could be the oldest if the state didn't become a state until 1910. Yeah. I could see it being the oldest location. But it wasn't considered the state of New Mexico's capital until whenever it was established. When it became after it became a state, did the capital actually right become recognized as being the capital of New Mexico? Or maybe, and I know you're probably writing this, but or maybe before it became a state, it was a territory known as Nuevo Mexico, and it had a capital. That territory had a capital called Albuquerque, and maybe it retained its capital city after it became a United States state. That would be kind of cool if that's the case. It's from Wiki. Yeah, I'll have to read about that. It's always fun to read that kind of stuff. Well, you need to get to bed, Gigi. And have it was a capital. Oh, okay, okay. Have hopefully a pleasant dentist visit tomorrow, Gigi. I have to, like I said earlier, I got to do the same as soon as I come up with 300 some odd bucks. Unfortunately, my insurance doesn't cover the bone implant they want to take after they extract a tooth. So, oop, I'm going to have to pay for the brunt of it. But that's okay. Uh-oh. What died? My phone died. Hold on. What happened? No, it didn't die. It just went asleep. Okay. Sorry about that. My phone went to sleep, or maybe I touched it, but it went to the lock screen. Good night, Gigi. Oh, you're out also, Duke. Well, I actually not at this very moment, but I did some more tinkering with my trolling motor today, and I've got it modified for a high-speed GPS spot lock etc. Anyways, I won't go into detail. And it required uh, some homemade bracket to keep this motor, this external motor that's around the shaft for the trolling motor, in place. And I redid it tonight. I found some more parts, scrap parts, out in the garage in my toolbox. And so I was down on the floor of the garage with my nuts and bolts and screws and wrenches. And thank God, the piece that I found, I didn't have to drill any new holes, and so I was able to use the parts as is, and I got it together. So how it's going to work, I don't know yet. So tomorrow I'm going to. Oh, I meant Santa Fe. Yeah, thank you, because that's the capital. My mind is going batty, trying to remember everything I'm saying and what's been said. Correct, Santa Fe. So cross my fingers. Um, because it's a do-it-yourself project. I'm still kind of dealing with uh, the what ifs of building something myself, and then you're trying to foresee all the little idiosyncrasies and problems before you're trying to correct those before you go out and try it. And then I'm like on my third revision, trying to get this thing down, where I don't have any issues with it anymore. My next, as well as that revision, I have another project that has to do with that I need to solve or get squared away. I already solved it, but I'm trying to get the right latch, an electric, excuse me, an electric latch that is waterproof or water resistant so it doesn't fail. And I've been through 3 of them. 1, 2, maybe this will be my 3rd. And I finally found a piece, of course, in China. And it's still got another 6 days. What's today? 12 or 13? Oh, it's 16. Maybe 2 more days before it arrives. Hopefully 2 more days, or by Friday. The shipping window said from the 18th to the 30th, and I went, oh no. So hopefully it's the former, not the latter. And that's an easy project. That's just a matter of cutting the wires and solder sleeving 2 wires together and putting some shrink sleeving over it and shrink it down, and then I'm good to go. Oh, and a little bit of uh, clear caulking to seal the wires through the hull to waterproof that. So, well, thanks, Duke, for coming by, popping in and saying hello. So who's still here? Who's still hearing me? Is it you, um, affectionate? Um, Anybody else out there? Who be out there? Who be still there? Oh, you know what? I can use the long charger for my controller, so I have more freedom. And I'll use the short cord for the gimbal here. That seems to be the most struggling of the three. Phone, gimbal, Xbox controller. Let's see. Let me, you know what? I might lose my microphone. Let me know if I lose my mic, affectionate, and I'll switch over to the phone. Let's see. How can I do this? Lynn, are you still there? I know you're working. You're busy. I'm just checking to see who else is live streaming out there. Oh, Karen. Let's bug her a little bit. You know what? I'm going to open up this mic. Oh, that might give me an echo. We'll see. There we go. Oh, she might be silent. She's got her phone down on the ground looking at some sign slash tree.
You know what? I think I'm mute. Sorry about that. ¿Cómo está, ladies? Sorry, I lost my microphone. One moment. Ethel, are you there? The kitchen pot, are you still there?
I know Pasig, Taguig, Pasig. Yes, I know Taguig is. I think uh, I was on the border of Taguig and Pasig. I went to a Starbucks. Anyways, I know Pasig is close. I was on C5, staying at the Cypress Towers condominiums in Taguig, off of C5. Yeah. Small world, Tita. And how did you... Oh, let me give you a jacket. I'm sorry. Um, give me one moment, okay? I will try to give you a jacket here. Wait long. Let me see if I can do this without losing my microphone. I may, or let's find out here. Tita Rose. Add moderator. For some reason, on my gadget, every time I try to add moderator, the instruction, the click is so close to the bottom that when I touch the add moderator, it changes the screen instead of... Okay, let me try something else. Next. Okay, let me try another. Give me one moment. I'm going to give you a jacket, Tita. One moment, dear, one moment. I'm doing my best. Let's see. You know what makes giving jacket difficult is because it's vertical. It's a vertical live, and the instructions are way down here at the bottom. You know, the add moderator, and it's near the back button, home button, and I cannot click on add moderator without flipping the screen. Are you commenting on adding moderator on vertical format? I can't add without minimizing my screen. Okay, there you go, Tita. Sorry about that. It takes me so long. So how are you, Ethel? You're welcome. Walang anuman.
I think I lost my microphone again. I lost this microphone, but I'm using the microphone on the gadget now. But I'm coming back. Wait long.
You're welcome, Winston.
You're back. Thank
BMV. Who wants to join me? Can you join me? You want to join me? I can invite, right? On this vertical live, I think. GTP, Tita Rosie. Is that your ninja? Yeah, it must be your ninja. Well, if anybody wants to help me speak Tagalog, akyat. Ayuda palihog. Ayuda ko palihog. Help me speak Tagalog. Come on, BVM. Speak Tagalog to your friends. Don't worry, no dugo ilong. I need a Tagalog speaker on my stage. Can you? You know palihog, Tita Rose? That's Bisaya or Ilonggo. No, I'm not very fluent. Konti lang, konti. Gamay lang. Yes, I know Palihogas, please. That's why I ask, help me. Palihog ako with Tagalog. Co-host can speak Tagalog to the audience. Translate for me, Winston, or Tita Rose. Tell somebody to come here, akyat, and help speak Tagalog to the audience, to the chat. Naintindihan mo, Rose? Akyat. Tito, everybody's saying akyat, akyat. BVM, akyat. Don't worry, no digo ilong from me. Don't worry. Just speak Tagalog to the audience. Ayuda, is that help? In Espanol, ayúdame. Help me. Ayuda ako. Oh, she is. Well, I don't have sound card, but if you have sound card, akyat. Akyat ka. Oh, Paki is also, please. Is that Tagalog, Winston? Paki. I know Palihog is Ilongo or Bisaya. Sing. You sing. Kanta kana. You sing. Go up, BVM, and sing. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. Wala nosebleed. Wala dugo ilong. Winston, ask somebody to help me on stage. Speak Tagalog to Peter Rose, BMV, etc. Salamat, Winston. Too bad I wasn't doing normal format and I could have 6, 7 people, akyat. Don't worry about nosebleed, guys. I'm not going to give you nosebleed. I already give the link. Here, again. There. There you go. What is your name, BMV? Ano ang pangalan mo? Unsa pila pangalan? No. Unsa imong pangalan? You speak Tagalog or Bisaya, BMV? Okay, Winston. Michelle. Okay, Michelle. That's my sister's middle name. Sherry Michelle. Michelle, akyat. Come on. Where are you, saan ka, Winston? Manila? Or you can't open. Wait lang. Wait. Wait. Is it different for vertical live? Hold on. Wait lang, wait. Try again. I think, wait, let me try. Let me see if there's a... Oh, in Cavite? I stopped in Cavite also. I was going to Tagaytay, and we stopped in Cavite, and then Tagaytay, and Taal Volcano. No, I don't. I'm sorry. Gosh, I don't have Facebook anymore. Sorry. Um, hold on. There's got to be vertical live. Is that different? Inviting guest. Um, hold on. Wait. Let me go to my channel, YouTube channel, and see if I can. Uh, hold on. Let me try this. Do you have a email address, Winston? Do you have like a Gmail? I can send to your Gmail. Oh, you know what? You know why? Wait. Because I have two profile on my live stream. Hold on. I have to eliminate one of me because I can only have two people. So wait. Wait. Uh, hold on.
Okay. Try the link now. Try clicking on the link now. See if you can come up. I think it will work now. Click on the hug down. Still can't open? Huh. Wonder why. Post a comment on one of my videos. Okay. Try that. Hold on. Can I comment on my own live stream? I wonder if I can. That's weird that I have to send the address to somebody, like somebody's email or so. Give me one moment. Let me try. I will leave a comment on my most recent short, which is, the name is it's a monster bass, guys. That's where I will post the link. It's the most recent video. Hold on. Okay. Go to this link here, and the StreamYard hug done is at this. Here you go. Okay, Lynn, thank you. Or talonga at Gmail. Talonga. Okay. I'm going to the Gmail. Okay, I got it. There you go. Okay, I send the hug done to the Gmail, talontalangad at gmail.com. Tito Gross. Okay, I'm back. Naintindihan mo ko? I send the link to Gmail. See if that helps. Oh, there's Ethel. I got it. Well, thank you.
Hello, Doc. I'm just trying to prove them that I am in here with you. Clicking the link. So I did.
Which link did you click? The
one that you put down. I guess it's the first link. The first link that you put down.
You can help me speak Tagalog to my guests.
Already. While editing my thumbnail, I listened to you and I tried it. And
Good.
here we go.
Are you using your sound card?
Yep.
Turn off your echo.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I said turn your echo off.
Is it too loud?
No, that's good. Reverb is
Yeah, that's much better. Okay.
much better for chatting.
Okay, that's it. I'm so
When you-
sorry.
When you sing, you can turn it back up.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
It's
So
okay.
where are you, Ethel? What part of the Philippines? Or are you OFW?
What is it?
Saan ka nakatira? Sa Pinas or Philippines?
Oh my God.
Did you hear me? I said, can you hear me?
Hello, hello. Ayan, I guess you have a music background. That is why I cannot hear
Okay.
you.
One moment. One moment. Hold on.
Ayan.
Hold on.
Magtagalog ka po, idol. Gusto ni host ko. Oo. Maayong, ano ba yung maayong Bisaya na rin?
There we go. No
Alright.
music.
Ayan, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat dyan, sa mga kababayan natin. And gustong magpaturo ni host
Saan ka
magtagalog.
nakatira? Sa Pinas. Where are you in the Philippines?
Manila,
Oh,
sa Maynila.
are
Sa
you in
Maynila ba, host?
what part of Manila?
Handa.
You're in QC. Where?
Manila mismo. Maynila mismo. As in, Maynila. In Pandacan.
Okay. Did you
As
say
in,
Pan?
the city of Manila.
Yes. I mean, what part of Manila? Taguig.
Pandacan.
What? Pan?
Pandacan. Manila, as in, at the center of Manila. Manila.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I hear it Manila. I was just asking, are you
Yeah.
in Taguig, QC, Pasig?
Yeah, that's Metro Manila. When
So
you
it's
say
just,
that Taguig, Pasig, that's Metro Manila.
I
Me,
understand.
I am in Manila, Maynila mismo,
Oh, so it's just,
which is the
yeah,
capital of the Philippines, Manila.
yes, I know the capital of
Ayan. Oo. Shoutout po sa inyo, Tita Rosie, Winston, CBB, at sa lahat, Brennan King. Maraming
Okay.
salamat po sa inyong support kay host. Ayan, o, diba si Tita Rosie? Pandakan na nila, o, diba? Ayan. So, pag may nagtanong sa iyo, host, o merong magtatanong sa iyo, pag Metro Manila is like Quezon City, Pasig City,
So
BGC, Taguig,
yeah.
and Makati. So, that's Metro Manila. When you
So
say
you're,
Manila, it's Manila City, City of
got it.
Manila.
I got you.
All
So
right.
your address is Manila.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you.
Magandang hapon sa inyong tanan, sa inyong lahat. Sino po yung Bisaya dyan? Sino po yung Ilonggo? And si host ay marunong po yan mag-Ilonggo and mag-Bisaya a bit and mag-Tagalog. Pero wag niya long bibilisan. Kasi tatango siya lalo yung ilong niyan, guys. Joke lang po.
Too funny.
Right? Ilan po kayo dyan? 12 live viewers in the house of Doc McKay. Maraming salamat sa inyong mga suporta. Maraming salamat.
Were you born in Luzon, Ethel?
Nope. Pinanganak po ako. I was born in Marawi City. I
What is
am
it?
from
Marawi?
Mindanao. Taga Mindanao ako, Doc.
Yeah. Did you say Marawi City?
Marawi City.
Oh, wow.
It's nearing Iligan City.
Yes, I know. I'm
Yeah,
familiar.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That then I was raised in my mom's province.
Is mom from Marawi?
From no, that's where my dad's work.
Yeah. Dad's work.
Kaya doon ako pinanganak kasi doon po siya na-assign.
And your mom's
Mahina
province?
kasi yung signal ko, Tita Rosie. So if I were open cam, I don't know kung malalaglag ako. Kasi I did yesterday, I was in the stream singing. So lagi akong nalalaglag. Maybe siguro I may try if hindi ako makahulog, I may try. Okay.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. Sana hindi ako mahulog.
Oh, I finally understand. Paano?
Alright. Ang laki ng mukha ko. Ayan, Tita Rosie. Sana hindi ako mahuhulog.
Oh,
Ayan,
there.
Tita Rosie. Nakita niyo na po ako.
Oh my gosh, Ethel, that's you. I just
Yep.
realized who you
I'm so
are.
pangit. That's me.
You're not fucking.
Yeah, this is me, the real me.
You're beautiful. You're the one with freckles, right? Don't you have freckles? Or no?
No.
I thought I talked with you before. It wasn't
No.
you?
I don't have pickles.
Yeah, because anyways, I met somebody else with light skin.
Same
And
as my face? Same
yeah,
as me?
yeah, well, I don't know if it was you. I
Naku, there's so maraming chicks, ha?
no, stop it. Didn't I say
Yes.
you look like my mother when she was
Yeah,
younger?
yeah, yeah. I'm so
Well,
flattered then when
thank
I
you.
hear that. You say that in my stream.
Yes.
I'm so
You see, I
I'm
remember.
so flattered.
Yeah. Here,
Because
look.
I'm not a foreigner anyway.
Look, hold
I'm
on.
just a Filipina.
Just fill it in. Wait, I can show you a picture. Hold on. Hold
Yes, you promised me that you're going to show me that. Thank you, Tita Teki. The kitchen pot. Sunita, nice meeting you.
on. Hold on. I'm going to show you.
Yeah, you promised me that. You're going to show me.
Yep.
Oh, nakakahiya naman dito. Baka mamaya sobrang ganda. Mag-off cam na ko ang host.
Yep. Look, I'm going to turn on the light better.
Yee! Maraming salamat po and thank you everyone. 11 live viewers in the house of Doc McKay. Maraming salamat and thank you everyone.
Okay. Hold on.
Yee! Naku, Diyos me.
Hold on. Let's see. See if I can do this.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Kinakabahan
no.
kami ako baka mamaya. Ang layo, Doc. Naku.
Okay, you
Thank you
ready?
so much for the kitchen pot.
Okay, here we go.
My God.
Now watch.
Oh my God. Your mom is so beautiful.
She had 4 children in that picture.
Wow.
See? Look.
So sexy. Oh my God. Naku,
See?
Dok, nahiya naman ako. Shame on you. Ang layo po.
Isn't that crazy? I'm telling you. That's
Thank
what
you.
you remind me, kind of like
Ah,
of my mother.
wow, your mom is so beautiful at her
You want
age.
to you
It's
want to see my
sexy.
father? You want to see my father?
Yeah,
Check this.
of course. Why not? Go
Check
ahead,
this.
go ahead.
He looks like Elvis Presley.
Oh, you're so foggy. Your dad is so foggy, like you.
Look. See?
Oh, is he a sailor?
He was, yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. Look at that. Elvis Presley right there.
yes. So handsome.
I know. And
No
then
wonder Doc
and
McKay
then
is so handsome.
and then he's older and then older.
Mm, okay.
Isn't that crazy? And that's my mom. Yeah.
I'm so flattered.
My mother when
Shame
she
on
got
you,
married.
Doc. Shame on you. Your mom is so beautiful, no? I'm so loyal to her.
Yeah. How so? It's
It's so
okay.
decided.
This picture is what you remind me when I saw you. I said, my God.
Ah, that's not.
Yeah, it's pretty. Can you believe? Look at that. She had 4 children in that picture.
And then she is so thin.
I
She's so
know. And skinny.
payat-payat. O, diba?
Look at the date.
Parang
Look at the
hindi
date.
nanganak ng apat.
Look, 1965.
Oh my God! Can you imagine
That
that?
that was
Sobrang
the
ganda.
year. That was the year my sister, my youngest sister, was born. So she had 4 children in that
Oh,
picture.
sexy naman ng four. Meron ng four children, oh.
I was born 62.
Mm,
My sister was born 65. Yeah.
okay.
Isn't that something? Okay. I go back now.
Yeah, thank you for showing us.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for showing that photos of your
La,
family.
la,
Thank you
la,
so
la.
much, though.
Oops. Oops. Oh, wait. I have to find the.
My God, so layo naman is my face comparing to your mom's face.
Yeah. I
But
know.
then thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Es todo, no más. That's it. How do you say that in Tagalog? That's it, no more.
Yun na yun.
Yen, what?
Yun na. Yun na yun. Yun na.
Yun na?
Yun, yun na.
Did you say yun na mayon?
Yun. Ayun guys, pwede rin.
Oh,
Ayun
ayon.
guys.
I gotcha.
Ayun. Yeah.
Ayon. Okay, I have to plug in here. I'm losing my low bat here. Hold on.
So while you're facing your portrait live stream, you also play Awakened to
Oh,
Truth shout out.
truth.
What fishing map
What
is on
fishing map
his table?
is?
It's
Oh,
on
on the
his
table? How did you know what fishing map? Did you see that? That was good observation, bro. I'll show you. It's Kentucky Lake. I had an idea of going to Kentucky to the big lake in Kentucky. Did you really see that on my table? That was good attention to detail. Pretty impressive. Hold on. Let me go to the camera again and show. Yeah, this one, right? You saw this? Yeah, that was the.
Yeah, I did.
Very good, very good.
From BMV, beautiful mom. I'm not yet born in this world in
No,
that year,
no, I'm a
1965.
little bit older than you
From
are.
BMV.
Well, now you know my age. Do the math, people. How old am I? If I was born in 62, I will be 62 years old in August this year. Yeah. Right? 62 plus 62 is 2024. Yeah.
And Awakened to Truth says, I
Okay.
did.
Hey, that was good attention to detail. Oh, let me give you a moderator. Awakened to Truth. I like that name. Can I ask, where did you get that name from? I have an idea. I'm going to see if my um, suspicions are correct. Awakened to Truth. I can't see your your profile picture. I'm giving you a jacket, by the way. Okay, there you go. Awaken to Truth. That's a cool name there. Are you a guy, I take it? Oh, maybe you're from India? I'm guessing. Tell me, share with me what awaken to truth. What and that will
Yeah, awakened
confirm
to truth says your idea is probably
probably correct.
correct.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only one truth, right? There's only one way we got here. That's the answer right there. GTP. Oh, that's must be Tita Rose's ninja. Are you going to sing, Ethel?
Yes, can I sing?
Yeah, no, you
Would that
can.
be okay?
Oh, oh.
I do hope my signal will,
That's right. You told me.
go
I
with
think
my singing.
you told me how old
Already?
you were, and I couldn't believe your age. I said, no,
Yes. I'm already 52, guys.
no, you're like 10 years younger than I am. You're
Yep.
my
Yeah, yeah. You're
Asa's
10
age.
years. Yep.
Were you born 72?
No, 1971.
Ah, 71. You're a
So I'm
year older.
going to be 53
Three. Yeah,
this
you're like
coming August.
August 26th.
The second. The
Oh, that's
second.
right. You told me, remember? Do you remember my birthday?
That was 19, right?
Oh my gosh, what a
Uh,
memory.
I do. I listen to your stream. That's why I know.
Very good.
I
Wow.
am not just, my stream, I mean, correction.
Yeah, August
I
19th.
always back
Hey,
read the messages that was written in my stream.
cool.
Already, I'm gonna sing the song. I do hope you like the song. So,
Okay.
can you mute yourself? Thank you.
Yeah, awesome, awesome.
All right. Thank you, Dr. K, for having me in your panel and shout out everyone. Maraming salamat mga kababayan. Oh, mga sa support po. I was as a What happened? Thank you. Back to you. What happened? You're muted. You unmute yourself first.
Sorry.
We can.
I
Yeah.
was trying to go to Awaken to Truth, his channel, and I
Okay.
accidentally deleted his comments. I was like, oops, all of his comments are gone. Like,
Ah, you time out
sorry,
again.
sorry about that, Truth. I didn't mean to do that.
Yes. You,
I'm
I
trying to
guess you
go.
clicked the moderator that going to block him or
Yeah. You should be
that
able
channel.
to post your comments still, Truth. I just, I'm using my Xbox controller, and sometimes these buttons I can't control very well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually watching the YouTube on
That's
my
why it
keyboard.
is pretty hard for you to
Hmm.
use the portrait if you're not into it. If you're not using this daily or frequent. If I were
Actually,
you, if you have guests, you have to write them down. And after your stream, you have to. That was just my advice. It's not
oh,
up to you if you will uh, practice that. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat, guys. Six amazing people. Oh, they're gone. When I sing, they're gone.
well, I think I'm correct where his name came from. Awaken to Truth.
Yeah, thank you so much. The kitchen popped. Sonita, thank you so much.
So you're at home in the Philippines right now, Ethel?
What?
Are you working OFW or in the Philippines right now?
I'm in the Philippines. Right?
Philippines?
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for uh, figuring out how to click on the link. What, I'm sorry, Ethel, what work for you? Just click on the link, or did you go to my comment on the video and find the link, or how did you succeed?
Pardon me.
I was saying, how did you come up on stage? How did you akyat? You
I
click on the
just
link
click
in
the
the room?
the first link that you put in your live,
Mm.
and I tried it because they are complaining that they can come up.
Oh,
So maybe I can you read this and later you erase this one? Can you? Can
can I
you?
read? What can I read?
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
in private.
Oh, in private, private, private.
Yes, and then I will. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I don't see anything right now.
Yeah, I'm writing.
Oh, you're writing down. Okay, okay. Yeah, who else is still here in the room? Anybody still watching? Are you still there? Truth or who else? Salahat? Let's see.
Hey, I have a message already. Can you read it and later just erase it? But do not read it in front of them. Just be silent.
Got it, Ethel. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for listening, and I will,
Welcome.
how to remove this one.
Oh,
I don't know how.
the comment?
Can you?
You're talking about your comment?
Yep.
You can't.
I do not. Okay.
Yeah. But
I do. Nobody can come up.
no, no, nobody else because it's
Okay, okay.
vertical.
I'm
Vertical line.
just, I'm just being true and, you know,
Gotcha, gotcha. So the kitchen pot, maybe she's still here. She's in
I
India.
guess she's from India or
Mhm.
somewhere
But
in
if you look
Asia,
at
I
her
guess.
YouTube channel, she has
Thank you so
many
much. Yeah.
delicious food
She's
on
more
her.
on cooking, their delicacies and their foodies. Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you
And
so
is
much
that,
at the kitchen pot. Thank you.
do
Thank
you
you
know
so
Super
much.
Rose, Ethel?
Are
Do
you
you
not
know
sleepy yet? It's already 3 o'clock.
I have what? Sorry?
What time is it in your end?
Oh,
You're not
it's
sleeping yet.
3:52 or
Ah,
51.
same time here, but the only difference is night on
Oh,
your end.
correct.
Oh
So
my
early,
God,
early
Lee.
morning.
And then you're still awake
No,
at
I
the
don't have
moment of time. You need to sleep.
Wait, wait, wait.
Funny.
Tulog, tulog, tulog. Eh,
Tulog na ka. Tulog na ikaw.
I know, it's about time. You know, I've been streaming for, gosh, 4 hours.
Yeah, it's going to be
Three,
4 hours. Yeah.
3 more minutes.
3 minutes more and you're going to be
Maybe,
four. So just let
maybe
it.
I should
Yeah.
tulog time at four
Yeah,
hours.
yeah.
Sound good?
Thank
Well,
you so
thank you.
much, and thank you
Okay.
for showing the photos of your family,
Oh,
especially to
you're
your mom.
welcome.
And thank you for the
Now you
compliment.
know.
You know po, your mother
Now
is
you
so
know what my
maganda and
mother.
so layo to my beauty. Your mother is so design, like you. Ayan, thank you so much. Thank you so much po, mga kababayan. 7 live viewers
You're
in the
welcome.
house. Thank you so much, Doc McKay. Sleep well
You're
and God
welcome, Ethel.
bless you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
See ya, Ethel.
Yeah. Bye bye. Thank you too. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hey, bye everybody. Bye Kitchen and GTP, Rose, Truth, um, Salahat, and Lynn. Anybody else that's in there in the room, I have to end this live and I'm not sure when I will go live again. I have no schedule. So look for my notification. You'll see me when I go live again. So see you everyone. Bye bye. Thanks for coming.